You're watching a clip from the Club podcast.
Make sure you follow it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and give it a 5-star review.
Someone I want to talk about today, for sure, is Graham Potter. Not been doing too well at the moment. I've got some stats here. 2 wins in the last 13 games.
Of course you do.
Those wins coming against Palace and Bournemouth. More points dropped at the weekend versus... I thought this was a stat. It's just literally a fact.
Yeah, no, there's very similar. There's an overlap in the Venn diagram of stats and facts. There's a huge grey area. Very similar things.
I thought these were all stats. Clearly not.
Stats and facts.
So I've been misled.
That's our fact.
2 wins in the last 13 games.
Two wins in 13, and
you've not won in a month or something like that.
No, it's really worrying. And do you know what the biggest thing is? I think we can focus on. I mean, there's an awful lot to talk about, but the thing that I'm just finding like really difficult to rationalise with regard to Graham Potter and Chelsea is his approach. It's the way that he conducts himself. It's the way that he talks. There is a very particular way to speaking when you're a winner. There is a very particular way to viewing the world and viewing football when you're a winner. And he does not conform to it at all. He's talking as if he is still the manager of Brighton. His approach, his application is still like he's the manager of Brighton. Like today, I do my best to stay off social media, but I actually went onto Twitter to vent my spleen because I was so angered by the way that he was talking about playing against Dortmund. He effectively said, we're a good team and we could beat them, but they're a really good team as well, and we have to be very respectful of them and we have to be very wary of what they pose. So we're going there full of respect, full of trepidation almost, and we'll do our best. We'll try. This is the word that he is obsessed with. Trying.
Sounds like Moyes at United, kind of, doesn't it?
Yeah, you don't try. You don't try when you're at Chelsea. You try at Brighton, and that's why you can like go an awful long time without any wins and keep your job. You don't try. At Chelsea, you succeed. And there is an approach to being the Chelsea manager that, and it isn't only Chelsea. This is applicable to top-tier managers. There is a way that you go about your business. There's a way that you conduct yourself, and there is a way that you act. You know, when Chelsea were robbed at the London Stadium against West Ham, effectively, Souček has saved a shot with his hand.
Save of the season so
There's
far.
no reason for him to go down. He's standing completely isolated, and he's gone down to save it. Otherwise, he would stay on his feet. He's literally gone down in order to save the ball.
Ooh.
In that moment, Chelsea were robbed. The way that Potter conducted himself in the press conference post-match was just so not in keeping with how you should act.
Yeah,
soft. He basically went, you win some, you lose some. These things happen. And I was thinking, do you know what? And again, to take this broader than Chelsea, you know, in 2007 when Alex Ferguson was Manchester United manager, can you imagine Cristiano Ronaldo having a shot that was destined towards the goal, that was saved by a defender, and Fergie's post-match press conference? How would he react? How would Mourinho in 2005 have reacted if Frank Lampard pinged one in that was...
Are we in a different era?
No, you're not. How would Jürgen Klopp react?
Mikel Arteta would be calling for a police investigation.
How would Mikel Arteta react? Who has a winning mentality?
Rightly or wrongly?
And his begrudging acceptance to this sort of... I think he should have been going crazy. I think he should have been demanding...
But that's never been his style.
I think that's one of the things...
But it's a style of a winner.
I know it's a Chelsea style, whatever, but that isn't who Graham Potter is.
You can have the tactical ability or the coaching ability, which he clearly has and he's shown over the years. But like Finton said, it reminds me of Moyes at United. And there comes a point where do you have the personality, the character, the arrogance to a certain level
you're right.
to kind of walk in somewhere and just say, I'm supposed to be here, I'm going to win, and you either coming with me or you're not.
He has none of those stereotypical qualities that you associate with Chelsea manager. And with Chelsea, again, there is a winning mentality that he doesn't exude any of those qualities. Think of the qualities that, if I were to say, Chelsea, what is it? Like somebody who's never been at Chelsea but would exude Chelsea. Diego Simeone. Diego Simeone has it. It's arrogance, it's aggression, it's desperation, it's will to win. It's
Luis Enrique is the manager that's going to end up at that club, I believe. It's so odd that Todd Bowley has gone for this extravagant spend.
About Luis Enrique.
They won't sack
Luis Enrique or Diego ends up there.
Maybe Simeone.
Simeone feels very Chelsea, but they won't sack Potter at the moment. I really don't think they will.
Do you not think it's a little bit odd, though, that they spent so much money and then they went for that kind of manager? Because he has to manage so many big names. I wanted Potter to be the Aston Villa manager, and I thought he was fantastic.
That's the kind of job he should have got.
Yeah.
I would have loved him. It was who I really wanted when we got Gerrard, but
The thing is, Potter, it's just not working.
But Reece James came out today and he said, "I'm really excited about where we'll be in the next couple of years." And he made this statement, sort of saying, "We are going to be one of the best sides in the world in a couple of years." No, but what I'm trying to say by that is that it's not the approach that they've signed 5 or 6 world-class 30-year-olds. They spent obviously a lot of money. We've sat on the show and slagged off a lot of it, but whatever you do say about the quality of signings they've made, they're all about 11, 12, 13 signings of a certain age category. And Graham Potter, whether you like it or not, has done very good things with young players at Brighton. I'm in agreement that I don't think he's the right manager, but the calm approach that he brings to Chelsea might just be an approach that maybe you're not used to, that the owner wants a year and a half of solidity, that he can grow in the role and hopefully breed success through being calm.
I hope you're correct.
Do you know what I mean?
I hope that you're correct. Annoyingly, I wish that I agreed with you, and I will do my best to agree with you, because this is the philosophy that I need to adopt. This is the philosophy that I need to embrace. But ultimately, I don't think that he is going to work at Chelsea.
No, you're right.
I think he would have already been sacked by previous owners.
Oh, he would have never got the job. He would have never got the job.
Talking about Potter, is he that? Are we seeing a manager that is out of his depth, though? You know how we spoke about Moyes, we've spoken about, even mentioning Sean Dyche. These are good coaches, at a certain level. Is he able to go up to that level? And is the expectation almost...
Well, do you know what's important to acknowledge, right? Chelsea played really well. Against West Ham for 25 minutes. We dominated. We had the ball in the back of the net 3 times. One of them counted. And we scored a glorious goal. It was a beautiful, beautiful goal, beautifully crafted. But the reason that goal was scored is because Enzo Fernandez is quality and Joao Felix is pure silk. So they're gonna Joao Felix is gonna score goals like that if Enzo Fernandez is gonna chip the ball in like that, and he's gonna do that. So it isn't necessarily down to system or style of play or particularly the tactics. It's just 2 really good footballers.
Do you
combining.
think the way that Cucurella is playing at left back?
My God, that geezer is the worst
I've
footballer.
seen a compilation where Murdoch made some amazing runs and Cucurella just passed it back inside and slowed it down so much. But do you think that is coming from Potter?
Cucurella,
it's so slow.
Cucurella is... No, I hold Graham Potter accountable to a lot, but not this. This is due to the incompetency of Cucurella. He is absolutely atrocious. He is a warning sign. Do not sign a footballer off the back of one good season. You know, like there've been some examples of
Enzo Fernandez did come off the back of one season,
I think it's
right?
a dangerous.
Not even that, 6 months.
I think he also did win a World Cup, which I think elevates you a touch. Like with Cucurella, he was Brighton's Player of the Year. He didn't win a World Cup.
£50 million for Cucurella.
63.
63. What?
65 with VAT.
63. But knowing, yeah. Anyway, so no, Cucurella is like atrocious, like absolutely.
I'm so glad we were going to sign him 50.
Mate, do you know what? Do you know I was thinking about this?
Oh yeah,
do you know what you need to be really careful of if you're a football club? You need to be so careful of Manchester City pretending that they want to sign a player because they don't.
Jorginho, right?
Harry Maguire.
They pretend.
Harry Maguire.
Alexis Sanchez.
Cristiano Ronaldo as well, right?
Jorginho.
Alexis Sanchez.
We wanted Ronaldo.
Harry Maguire.
He wanted us.
Alexis Sanchez, Harry Maguire, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo wanted to join Man City and he chose United as second choice.
Have you seen the clip in All or Nothing where Pep is slagging off how slow Maguire is?
I don't remember that.
I just don't believe that they were ever in for Maguire.
No, I don't. I think that they do it on purpose. I don't think that they were ever in for Cucurella. They just knew what they were doing. You've got to be so careful.
I think they were in for him. You know, when Zinchenko was leaving.
We needed a long-term left back.
Not at 60, 70 million.
Mate, Alexis Sanchez. You constantly nearly sign a player, don't sign the player, and then the player's
But we've done that with forwards, these big, exciting forward players. But the left-back position, we've never filled that for years. Kolarov, Gael Clichy, it's never been right. Never been right.
No, he's right with Zinchenko, but your arrogance
fitted the bill.
Your arrogance got rid of him.
Who?
Zinchenko.
No, there's a real argument about Zinchenko that he wasn't good enough as left back.
He was good enough because
he wasn't. He cost us the Champions League final.
There's times when he does get a chance.
He'll never be a world-class
Pep Guardiola cost you the Champions League.
He got hooked at United.
Pep Guardiola cost you. Don't do that to Zinchenko.
The goal was poor defending.
Zinchenko got hooked at United because he was getting a bit torn apart.